aggressive buyers in this region, right? So these aggressive buyers have driven price down, right? This was an area of supply. This was an area of supply. So how does a supply form? A supply forms like this. So we see aggressive buyers hitting the ask, right? So we see a lot of blue delta, positive delta, right? We do not see these buyers being rewarded, and that's why we break below the level. So again, if I bring the Discord up, right, well, what we had at this key level was this. So if I just bring this up, we see price breaking below this level, right? So this key level over here, this top key level, held as supply. And the reason it held as supply is because, as you can see, there's a lot of aggressive buyers sitting over here. I'm just going to read out a few numbers. So 0 for 47. 47 aggressive buyers, right? Hitting the ask, the right hand number, right? 47 is obviously bigger than 0. That means that there's 47 market buyers, 47 aggressive buyers. Likewise, here's 0 for 30. 30 aggressive buyers, 0 aggressive sellers, right? Just like here, 188 for 285. We see a lot of blue delta inside of the candle. So we break below the zone. We have aggressive buyers failing, which actually means the buyers have been trapped, right? The buyers have been absorbed. Who have they been absorbed by? So the way that any supply works, right? The way that any supply works is you have a lot of aggressive buyers at the top of the zone, but the market is continuing to give lower lows, right? The market is continuing to break lower despite having aggressive buyers over here. That's why I put a blue box over here, right? Positive delta, positive delta, positive delta. All that means is the ask is greater than the bid. So for those who have basic order flow understanding, the ask is the right-hand number. So the ask is a lot bigger than the bid. And that is what we see in this image, right? We see a lot of blue delta, 222 for 322. So again, we see positive delta, no reward, right? Even over here, this rejection candle, super interesting. The candle itself was a doji, hence why we see a gray body. We have a lot of buyers over here, 131 for 225. So we had a rejection lower. So what this shows us is that supply was in control because these aggressive market buyers failed. So if we just take a look at this was roughly 67.80. I'm just going to say 67.82. So roughly 67.82.83. This was an area of supply. Sellers were in control. It was an area of supply. The aggressive buyers were absorbed. They were trapped. They were not rewarded. They didn't have follow through. Lots of ways to say, but a very simple way to understand this is that sellers enter the zone, aggressive buyers fail, passive sell limit orders are present, price drives down. This is a supply zone. Simple to understand. Now, when it comes to a demand zone, price comes back